Okay. Looks like I am live. Go to the comments here. Ah. All right. What's up, my peeps out there in the digital space? I hope y'all are having a wonderful Wednesday. I haven't done a my financial uh, public education, share information and whatnot. I've been off the sauce for a long time. Kind of been working on myself, but I said I need to get back on the saddle because we at a time to where we really and truly need to understand how money works in this society. I never knew it, and I never knew it as a six-figure income earner on my 9 to 5, thinking that I should be okay in this society, but really and truly I wasn't. There's some things that I did not know that I needed to know in order for me to thrive financially in this society. And so I'm gonna get back out here, and today I'm going to share an article with you all about wealth in this society, gaining wealth in this society. Okay, let me get my cup. All right, so let's get into it. Right now, let's see. I got this shared on multiple platforms, so it's out there on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and on my fan page. All right, cool. Everything is live. So let me get the intro out of the way, and then I'm gonna jump right on into it. For those who do not know me, my name is Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. You have a God given right to keep it. So it's my purpose, my passion, and my intent to come out here and talk to my people about how they can keep more of their money because of you have to be able to keep more of your money so that you don't struggle financially. But there's some things that a lot of us are not aware of that's preventing us from keeping more of our money. I didn't know, but somebody shared this with me back in 2014, and it opened my eyes up to some things that I never knew about this society. Okay, and so I've been on this pilgrimage, this journey, this movement now for almost close to 10 years. Motion detected at the driveway. Okay, that's somebody coming up. So I've been part of this now for about 10 years, sharing this information, educating my people about how you can keep more of their money because really and truly it's not about how much you're able to earn, it's how you're able to earn it. And I'm gonna get more into it about that. So, getting off to it, there was an article today, a news article that's being talked about on CNN, MSNBC, all the social media networks about this story being leaked about the wealthy people pay less in taxes. Okay, so they have this article about how the richest people on earth avoid paying taxes. Now, if you've been following me for close to 10 years, you know I've been talking about this for that long. It's nothing. They're saying that there was some information that was leaked, allegedly. All right. But truth be told, this is not new news. Okay, this is not new news. We always, for those who paid attention, always knew that the wealthy people pay less in taxes while the regular folks, and I say regular, but the folks who have a job pay more in taxes. And here's why. There are two tax systems in this society. Two two tax systems.
Motion detected at the driveway.
Okay? Two tax systems. And depending upon how you earn your money determines what tax system you're going to be using. And based on the tax system that you're going to be using are tax laws that comes with it. All right. Now, getting into this story about the wealthiest folks paying less in taxes, they mentioned in this article about Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett. Okay. Those are the three probably the most prominent, known, wealthiest folks in this society. And I'm talking in the United States. Okay. And all three of them are billionaires. One of them soon to be a trillionaire. Okay. One of them soon to be a trillionaire. But they pay less in taxes. They pay less in taxes. Why is that? Because they're in a whole different tax system than someone who has a 9 to 5. The people who earn, the people who are wealthy, they are protected by the tax laws. It's written that way. It's always been written that way. Always. See, there's a difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion. There's a difference. See, tax avoidance means you're using every piece of legislation to find tax loopholes. Tax loopholes are not illegal. Okay. You're using every bit of your legislation to find ways to pay less in taxes. That's tax avoidance. Now, some would say that's wrong. We all do tax avoidance. We just do it at different levels. Let me share an example. Let's say that you're not wealthy. You're a 9 to 5, just like myself. Okay. What happens to, and this used to be the behavior, and I don't know if it's still the behavior, but when tax season come around, what do some of the folks do or used to do? Yo, I'll break you off $250 if you allow me to claim your child on my tax return. The whole premises behind that is, one, to pay less in taxes, and two, it bumps up your tax refund. So that's in a sense of a tax avoidance, right? Now, is it legal? No, but we do it. But I'm not judging, because we do what we have to do in order to pay less in taxes. All right. But that's tax avoidance. But what I'm really talking about in the terms of tax avoidance for the wealthy folks, there are tax laws, legislation that allows wealthy people to pay less in taxes. They make eons and eons of money, but because of how, that's the operative word, because of how they earn their money, they get taxed differently. See, there's a big difference when you're talking about income and wealth. There's a big difference. They're not the same. They're not synonymous to each other. Income and wealth is different. And see, the tax laws tax income. Hear what I'm saying? The tax laws tax income. That means wages that you earn on your 9 to 5. Whereas the tax laws do not tax wealth. Well, Cedric, what is wealth? wealth is nothing more than assets. Remember me talking about assets appreciate, assets puts more money into your pocket, but also is taxed less. So the wealthy folks understand the tax laws, and they use the tax laws to their advantage, to where now they don't earn income. They generate wealth, and they generate wealth through assets. Cedric, what are assets? A business, real estate investments, investment in stocks. Okay. Did I say business? Yeah, I did say business. Okay. So anything to where it's an asset, that's where the wealthy folks earn their wealth. I didn't say income. That's how they earn their wealth. And legislation does not tax wealth, it taxes income. Hence why we have to file an income tax return. Okay. So tax evasion versus tax avoidance, or no, excuse me, tax avoidance versus tax evasions, two different things. Tax evasion, you're using the law to your advantage to pay less in taxes. Tax evasion, on the other hand, is you paying no, you're not using the tax laws to pay less in taxes. You just outright don't pay taxes. That's tax evasion. Okay. Everybody has to pay taxes. The key is, how do you earn the money that you earn? Because that right there determines what tax system that you're going to be in, which determines how you're going to be protected when you earn your money. Are you earning income? Okay, you're going to be put in this tax system, and you're going to be taxed between 28 and 33% of your income right off the rip. And oh yeah, by the way, at the end of the year, Uncle Sam's going to come back to you after he's taken, you know, your taxes throughout each paycheck. He can come back at the end of the year. Oh, I need you to file an income tax return to report your earnings, your income, your wages, so that I can tax you some more. Whereas the folks who earn wealth, they're in a different tax system. The tax law says, oh, we're going to protect you, and we're gonna allow you can have access to these legislation and tax laws to where you can pay less in tax. And now you're gonna have somebody that's gonna say, well, Cedric, that's not fair. And I agree. But the tax laws are the tax laws. Okay. The tax laws are the tax laws. I'm gonna break this down to you. If you earn income, you're gonna be taxed between 28 and 33%. No questions asked. That is not even debate. At the end of 2 weeks, when it's time for you to get your paycheck, look at your pay stub, look at your gross, look at your net, and you know the two are not going to be the same. And the reason why it's not going to be the same, because of what took place in the middle. Income taxes, federal and state. When you combine the two, that's your 28, between 33%. That's taken from you through payroll deduction. Now you're left with the net. The net is nothing but the leftovers. The government beat you to your money before you even got to it. But the net is your leftovers. Okay? But that's because of the income. You earn income, and so that gives the government a signal to say, I'm going to tax them between 28 and 33%. Whereas on the other hand, if you're earning wealth through assets, such as a business or investment, if you're a business owner and you're earning business income, you're only going to be taxed between 10 to 15% through the corporate tax legislation. Y'all can go look it up. Y'all don't have to take my word for it. Go do the research for yourself. All right. But there's a new corporate tax law that came in from the previous president, to where they changed it to where now the corporate tax rate had dropped. It was increased. It was probably only 8. It was only 18 before the previous president took office. But then when he took office, he changed the corporate tax rate and lowered it down to 15%. Okay. So if you're a business owner and you're earning income through an asset such as a business, you get to keep 85% more of your money by default. But then hold on, it gets better than that. Because you're a business owner and a business is an asset, there are tax reduction laws that you, or tax write-offs that you can have to even lower your tax liability less than 15%. See, when you're a 9 to 5, you don't get those same tax write-off because you're in a different tax system. But see, this is something that we overlook. All we do is focus on, let's go get the money back. Let's go get the money back. You ain't that's the only thing that we focus on, right? That's the only thing that we focus on. Let's go get it. But we don't understand that the premises or the economic foundation of this country is capitalism. Okay. And when we don't understand capitalism, then us going after the money bag becomes irrelevant because of how you earn it. Earning income versus earning wealth are two different things. Earning wealth, you're going to pay less in taxes because of the tax laws. The tax laws protect those who own assets. Most people who are 9 to 5, very little percentage own assets. Hence why they pay more in taxes. Very little. What 9 to 5 person that you know turns into a wealthy person? None. None. So someone might be watching this video and asking, well, Cedric, why the tax laws are like this? Why they protect the wealthy folks? Let me break this down to you. I mentioned earlier that this country is founded on capitalism. Okay? This country is founded on capitalism. And the ideology of capitalism is business owners and investors are the catalyst to a thriving economy. That's the ideologies of lawmakers, policymakers, things in that nature, your senators, what have you, right? Now, the 9 to 5 folks, you probably say, well, no, that's not true. It's the folks who have a job and earn money, because when we earn money, we the one who put the money, who circulate the money in the population. And a portion of that is correct. However, this is how your lawmakers look at it like this. So don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to give you some awareness so you can kind of make some decision as far as how you can keep more of your money. All right. So this is how they think. They're saying, well, without business owner and investor, we don't have an economy. So we have to protect them. Let's think about it like this. The business owners and investors, each and every day, each and every hour, each and every minute, somebody between those two realms are having a conversation, an investor and a business owner. And they having this conversation. Okay. So you have a potential business owner, has a great idea, want to go into business, but doesn't have the working capital. All right. So I'm playing out this conversation. So there's a business owner and there's an investor. They're about to hold this conversation. So the business owner say, hey, yo, Ced, I got this neat idea about this business opportunity that I'm about to start. However, I don't have the capital. So he tells that to the investor. The investor starts asking questions to get his due diligence out of the way to figure out whether or not this is going to be a good investment. Okay. Once he completes his due diligence and finds out that this is a good investment, so the investors say, I tell you what, I will front you the working capital as long as you pay me back, or give me partial shares of the company's profit, and then we'll be good. So the investors are the ones who have the working capital already. Okay, they have their own assets, investment, stocks, real estate, things of that nature, right? They generate wealth. So the investors have the wealth. So now the business owner goes to investors and say, hey, front me this working capital so I can start my business. So that way I can get my operating expenses going. And that way, once I get everything going, now I can build my business to where it's profitable. Okay. So the investor fronts the business owner the money and gets going. Now that the business is up and going, now the business, guess what, needs employees. All right. They need employees. And so now they go and hire employees. You see how that works? This is how your legislation or your senators, lawmakers, this is how they think. Without business in place or business owners, there are no jobs. Without investors, there is no business. So we need to protect the two so that we can have a thriving economy. To them, a thriving economy does not come from a 9-to-5 person. A 9-to-5 person doesn't exist if a business doesn't exist. A business doesn't exist unless the investors doesn't exist. Hence why business owners and investors, they earn wealth. 9-to-5, they earn income. And the two operate in two different tax systems. One tax system have tax loopholes. And again, loopholes are not illegal. And the other tax system doesn't have hardly any tax loopholes. Those are the 9-to-5s. Okay. So you're probably saying, well, Cedric, how? Okay, you don't educate me on this. How do we fix this? Well, there's two ways we can fix this. One, change the tax laws to where you can even the playing field. All right. But I doubt that's going to work. And I think our current president wants to implement a tax law to where the wealthy gets taxed more, but the president have to understand, or does understand, that it has to go through Congress. It has to go through a body of folks before it can become legislation, become a law, right? So it got to go through a process before we get approved, in other words. That might not fly, because we already know there's a certain side of legislation, lawmakers that say business owners and investors, hands off of them. Hands off of them. If we tax them, then that is going to have a negative economic impact on our society, because then business owners will not be able to afford to hire employees or give them raises or provide salaries or just be in business, period. This is how they think. Investors, same thing. Okay. But it's hard to tax the investor, because the investors, they have 90 to 95% of their money tied up into assets. Okay. The only time that they pay taxes is when they cash out. All right. When they sell a real estate property, they got to report it. All right. If they got stocks and they pull money from their stocks, they got to report it, and they got to pay a portion of taxes. But as long as it's tied up in an asset, they don't have to pay taxes on it, or pay very little to no taxes on it. So changing the law is one option, but that's far and fetched. The other option is, well, learn how to use the same tax laws that's keeping you from keeping your money, to where you can use these same tax laws to keep more of your money. Because I doubt that these tax laws will change, because this country is founded on capitalism. And it will never change. It will never change. If it was going to change, it would have been changed by now. We're going back to 1913. Go do your research. That's when the new tax law came into place. Okay, 1913. So if it hasn't changed since 1913, what makes us think that it's going to change now? It ain't. Because this country is founded on the premises of capitalism. So changing the tax laws is far-fetched. The only other option is learn how the tax laws, these two tax systems, work, to where you can learn how to leverage the tax laws to your advantage, just like the wealthy folks. Does that mean you become wealthy? Maybe, maybe not. But at least you can reap the benefit of tax avoidance, if nothing else. Which means legally, ethically, and morally pay less in taxes. But see, this is not something that, we want to have a discussion about. Y'all like my little one-liners on my inspirational one-liners on my posts on my news feed. I get so much engagement from that, and we rightfully so need it. But then when we start talking about something that we know that we're lacking, it becomes taboo. And that's the only reason why it's taboo, because we lack of it, money. So when we don't have it, I don't want to talk about it. I know it exists, but I don't want to talk about it. It's taboo. But see, how are we going to get over the hurdle if we don't understand why we have less money? But we out here putting in all these hours, working 2 or 3 jobs, all right, and still not getting ahead. It's because you earn income and you're in a different tax system. If we earning wealth, you're in a different tax system, to where now you get looked at differently. This don't have anything to do with black and white. This has everything to do with green and how you earn it. It ain't about how much you can earn. It's all about how you earn it. And if everybody can get that in their head and understand that, we can make some different moves when we're talking about earning money in this society. But we so caught up in the flash. Let me go get this money bag. I'm gonna get this money bag. I'm gonna put in 80 hours a day. I'm putting 120 hours a week, whatever the case may be. You're gonna work yourself to the bone just so you can get that money bag. And then when it's time for you to put your hand on your money, the government will beat you to it, and you're thinking you done got ahead, but the government will beat you to it. They done took at least 33% of it, because of the fact You're in a different tax system. So did you really get ahead because you working long hours? Did you really get ahead because you working a full-time job and a part-time job, or you working 2 full-time jobs or 2 part-time jobs? No, you're not getting ahead because you earn wages. Wages is income. And the tax law says take majority of their money as they earn it. And then I come back to you at the end of the year, and if we didn't take enough, I'm require you to give me more at the end of the year through tax, through the tax return. But that's the game, y'all. That's the game. So listen, here's what I want to do. Somebody showed me some tax avoidance strategies as far as how can I get into a different tax system to where I can be protected by the tax laws. And I want to share that with you all as well. So here's what I'm going to offer to you all in the description below this video, in the caption of this video. There's a link that I provided. Okay. And in that link, when you click on the link, it's going to take you to a web page to where you can download a free digital guide on tax avoidance strategies. Okay, it's a free guide. Listen, there's no scam. There's nothing attached to it. No promise, obligation, things of that nature. It is a free guide. Okay, put your name, info in there, email address, and the guide is going to be emailed to you. Okay, that's how the guide is going to be distributed to you. Read the guide. Okay, read the guide because it's a 12-page guide that I put together to where it's going to help you understand the tax laws that the wealthy people use, and you're going to be amazed at what they're able to use at their disposal. Think about it like this. You have a cell phone where you pay a monthly bill every month. Can you deduct it on your tax return? If you're a 9-to-5er, the answer is no. But if you're a business owner or an investor, you can. Why? Because the tax laws say that they can. The tax laws for the 9-to-5ers say that you can't. I can go down the list as far as tax breaks and tax reductions that the wealthy folks have access to that the 9-to-5 workers don't. This is why they pay less in taxes. This is why. Simply put, their lifestyle is a tax write-off. Is yours. Is your lifestyle a tax write-off? If it's not, then that means the tax laws do not protect you. They are against you. So you want to flip that. You want the tax laws on your side so that you can keep more of what you're earning. But if you don't want to keep more of what you're earning, continue doing what you're doing. But what you're going to wind up doing is still complain about when you see wealthy folks, the rich getting richer while the poor stay poor. And that's not a slogan, that is a true fact. That the economic inequality or wealth gap is a real thing. And it's growing by the minute, by the hour, by the day, by the month, by the year. It's growing. And the reason that is growing is because of this tax system, the two tax system. The two tax system is putting the separation in between the haves and the have-nots. Okay? So below this video is a link that you can go sign up for a free guide that's going to help you understand the tax system that the wealthy folks use to pay less in taxes. Okay? As soon as you put your name and your info in there, it will automatically go ahead and send you the guide. Okay? If it doesn't, let me know. Reach out to me personally, and I will make sure that you get this guide. Okay? I will make sure that you get this guide. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to change our mind as far as how money works. For me, that was the biggest game changer for me. That was the biggest game changer for me 10 years ago. You're looking at a 9-to-5er, six-figure income earner, 9-to-5er, thinking I'm good to go in this society, but it was how I was earning it. So I wasn't hardly seeing my six figures because of how I was earning it. The government was taking majority of it. And that's because of the fact of me operating in a different tax system. But now that I learned how to operate in this other tax system, now I'm seeing more of it. And oh yeah, by the way, I've accumulated some assets. So am I a millionaire, billionaire? Nope. But I am keeping more of my money because I'm using tax laws for tax avoidance. We all should want to do the same thing. But do we want to take time out to learn it? That's the question. Or do we just want to get our hustle on? See, wealthy folks don't get their hustle on. They use a strategic approach. And I'm not bashing folks who like to hustle. You do what you got to do to get your money, but it's not sustainable. What's sustainable is a strategy approach. In the long run, that's what's going to generate wealth, not the hustle. You can have a hustle spirit, but use a strategy approach to get, or shall I say, earn your wealth. Get inside the right tax system so that you can keep more of your money. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't be out here. I've been on here now for about 38 minutes. I wouldn't be out here for 38 minutes for nothing, just so I can get some views and engagement. Because I can be sitting here, watch my TV, listen to my jazz behind me. I got my little refrigerator over there. See, all of this, what you're seeing behind me, that refrigerator, that's a tax write-off. That TV right there, for me, that's a tax write-off. Can you write off a refrigerator? Can you write off a television? Not if you ain't in the right tax system. Can you write off the internet that I'm using to speak to you? Not if you ain't in the right tax system. But the wealthy folks understand this. They do. I want you all to understand it too. So if you want to understand more about why Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and all the other wealthy folks pay less in taxes, just click the link below this video in the caption, wherever it is, because I can't see it. Click on the link, put your name, email address in there, and you'll be sent a link to download. There's a little digital guide, 12 pages, just one side, and just read. It's a short read. You probably can read it within 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. All it's going to do is give you some exposure on what the wealthy folks are using for tax avoidance. Okay. And hopefully that will open up your eyes to say, okay, I need to make different moves. And if that's the case, then let's talk one-on-one, and I can show you one-on-one what have I done to make moves to where now I'm in a different tax system, to where now I'm keeping more of my money and paying less in taxes. I'm paying less in taxes just like Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett, and Elon Musk. I just don't earn that type of money that they're earning. Okay. But as long as I'm keeping the majority of my money that I'm earning through my 9 to 5, but also from my leveraging my assets, I'm okay financially, because it's not about being rich anyway. It's not about being rich. It's about accumulating wealth to where you can have financial options and be able to pass down to your next generation. Okay. So don't forget to click the link below this video so you can get your free digital guide and learn the rules of the wealthy. This is your boy, Cedric Jenkins, founder and creator of Your Money Matters. Your money matters because of the fact we get up each and every day to earn it. You got a God-given right to keep it. Keep more of your money, but earn it in a different way. All right? Earn it in a different way. Understand the two tax system that's in place. And these two tax systems is widening the wealth gap. The question is, what side of the gap do you want to be on? Prepare now or repair later. And if you have to repair later, it might be too late. And I don't want that to happen for anyone. All right? Y'all have a blessed evening, and I will talk at y'all later. I will start doing more of these little financial videos. It's been a long time since I've done these live, but I'm gonna get back to doing these a little bit more, because we have to start learning how this society works when it comes to earning money or earning income in this society. And a lot of us don't know. Some of us got an idea but don't give a flying flick about it. They just say, this is all I know, this is all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do it this way because this is all I know, which is cool. But just know you're not getting ahead because you're up against a system, an infrastructure that's going to prevent you from thriving financially. I don't care how much money bag that you want to go get. You got to go up against an infrastructure that's going to say, nope, I'm the gatekeeper. Whatever you earn, you got to come see me first. And you get the leftovers after I get mine first. That's how the get down is. So let's learn the rules of the game. Let's first identify that this is chess and not checkers. All right. We're trying to play checkers in a chess game, and it ain't gonna work because you got limited moves. Chess, you can move all over the board, even with the minimal pieces that you have. And I don't know anything about chess, but I know just about every pieces in a chess game, you can make more moves on the board than you can with checkers. This is not checkers. This is chess. All right. We'll holler at y'all later. Don't forget, there's the link below the video. Click on that link where you can get a free guide to show you how to use the tax system that took money from your bank account to put it back into your bank account. That should sound nice for you. All right. If it does, click that link and get that free guide so you can learn how to do that. Y'all be blessed. Peace.